another wonderful night again. Another wonderful night. Good night. Good night. Welcome to our mini live of the night. I have not seen y'all, you know. So, I have not seen y'all. Um, yes, for a little while, and so it's good to see y'all. And so, it's good to see you. It's good to see you guys. it's- what a night we have. What a night. What a night. Don't worry. Don't worry. I just have something to say to you guys tonight. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Clean your sweet love, man. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all know what's going on. I'm not going to waste any time. You guys know what's happening. Una act like you don't know what's going on and like you guys didn't see what happened. So let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go.
Same old. Trying to get it.
That's
You know,
good.
we just shooting the breeze, talking about work and you and Dalen, the situation.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's like she couldn't believe he did that. You know, it was.
Anthony, you told Piarry about that?
Of course, he told Piarry. What did you expect? You think Anthony was going to not say anything at all to Piarry, his best friend? Listen to me. They talk about everything. And so now the fact that he has told Piarry is the mere fact that it's going to go from Piarry's lips. Then Shayla is going to hear about it. And the whole Wayne universe is going to know that you and Dalen have all of this little kiss. It is what it is.
Yeah, she's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, I am your wife. Why would you tell her our business like that?
Well, why would you tell Anthony this in the first place? It was not necessary, but you didn't listen to what we were saying. So hey, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, hey.
We're Dalen, Piarry, and myself. We're all best friends. Don't you think that would have been weird that we're not hanging around each other like we used to?
No, I think it's weird that you would go tell her something so embarrassing. Like, we already know how she thinks about me with the whole Wayne situation. Now you would go and tell her about Dalen. You think I want her to know that one of your friends put their lips on me?
Embarrassing.
Yes, that's embarrassing.
What do you be embarrassed about?
What do you mean?
That's exactly correct. And again, I'm just commenting here. What do you have to be embarrassed about? I mean, it is what it is. Yes, Anthony's our husband. I mean, like you said, Nani, Anthony's our husband. You know what? What? Hey, then just again, you're going to tell him, and he's going to tell the world. Y'all are acting like you don't know how Anthony is. You don't know what Anthony is. Anthony is what he is. She tells Anthony he's going to tell the world. Like I said yesterday, she thinks they have an open relationship, but they don't have that type of relationship that she thinks they have. She can want that all she wants, but it is what it is. It's I know, I get it. It's embarrassing.
He put his lips on me. That I don't want anybody to know that. That one of your friends did that?
Okay. So if you had a friend and let's just say she kissed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anthony, like, really? I'm your wife. I'm supposed to be your best friend. I'm just tired of you going and talking to other women. It's Piarry, it's Ro. It's like, hello, I'm here. I live with you. I have your back. I have the ring on my finger.
You have the ring, but you don't fully have the man, and that's just what it is. Look, guys, I'm just commenting on the skits. When don't bother, don't bother. It's okay. I'm not I am not getting into it. I told you I'm over it already. I am just pretty much commenting on the skit at this point in time. Anthony, who he is. We have already talked about Anthony as to what he is. Y'all are expecting something different from a man who is the way that he is. That's all it really is at this point. I'm not getting into it. Y'all think only I will get into it. I am not. I'm not. I'm just going to comment on what I see.
Gosh. I mean, you just be making me feel like chopped liver sometimes.
You're right. That's fair. You know, I like the way you clean up.
What are you talking about?
It's the way you clean up at night before you go to bed.
No, no, what do you think this is now? Now that he's watching Amber clean up, right? Where do we know the cleanup story come from again? Ah, oh, I see. Shayla used to clean up as well. Is this a good memory for him to remember? If Amber is cleaning up, let me ask this. You know, let me ask this. Did he? Of course, he might use it against her. It's not over. I don't think it's over as yet. Y'all just don't know Anthony good enough. But okay, all right. If y'all say so.
Anthony, you're acting. You're acting just like I like. So you might wanna rub it down.
Yeah, just like that. Taking your time.
Okay, so this peers out into the fantasy of the cleaning happening until eventually it turns him off because it's almost like it's almost like the fantasy doesn't work as well as it should work. And we kind of went into why this fantasy is a little bit different because the fantasy is like there is some freeness and lack of judgment, as he has said about this fantasy, that makes the fantasy different. Again, folks, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done with whatever else it is with the whole Amber thing. I've already said my piece of it yesterday. Me say I'm gonna use it. Uh, that's my point in it. No, as far as where we are, this is where we are right now. This is where we are. Open the fridge, turn him off. Yes, when she opened the fridge, it switch him off. So opening the fridge, she just never get the idea of the fantasy, and the fantasy never work as possible. Now my question is this: this is my question. Would you want your husband to fantasize? I shouldn't say husband. Would you want your lover to fantasize about someone else while with you? And that's what I think is happening. But I could be wrong. One for yes, and two for no. I'm done with it. It's okay. I'm done. Me already saw what I have to say yesterday. I'm done with it. Tomorrow the DNA test. Would you like your husband to be fantasizing in this particular way? Me done with the other part that y'all are talking about. I'm not getting into it. Would you want him to be fantasizing? In other words, y'all know where the cleaning fantasy come from. You have a husband and him they have a mistress. And he's now fantasizing. He's the same fantasy when him have for the side chick. You somehow dropping at the fantasy. Would you want this? Most of the comments are saying no at this point in time. So this is crazy. Another thing people have been saying is, where is the dog chain? Where is the dog chain? Again, it's only that's not what is happening. He's not fantasizing about no one. He just loves the cleaning fantasy. All right. I'm just saying it's attached to someone else. I'm just saying, Angela, like I said, okay, I'm gonna tell you about myself. Me no want my wife to be fantasizing on anything that the previous man used to do. But if you're saying that you would like for your husband to be turned on by the thing that the previous woman used to do, that's okay. If you say that, I'm just giving you what I'm saying. That's all me I say. It's around his neck. People have said the dog chain gone. It's okay. I'm just, hey, me just ask. Me just ask. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Him love the whole maid fantasy. Y'all know that Shayla did the best of the maid fantasy. Him tell Dalen say Shayla did the maid fantasy a lot. And so that's what you say it around him neck. So in other words, him have on the chain. Because we didn't see the fantasy was the fantasy before. Hey, all I'm saying is him do the fantasy with the side chick. That's all me I say. That's all me I say. That's all me I say. Him do the fantasy with the side chick. Me now say nothing different. See where I come from. That's all me I say. Now maybe let me ask the question because this is what you want, you know? It's gonna be a no. A fetch, no matter who is doing it. He did it when she was cleaning up at the bar and Diesel caught them. Just I say, the man said it. I'm just saying, all right. You say, O'Neill, what is happening with you? Not a thing is happening to O'Neill. O'Neill is just, I'm just calling what it is. He told Dylan he loved the fantasy from school. All right. Okay. No worries. Do you believe that the Dylan kiss will come up again? One for yes, and two for no. Listen, folks. I know that the hard topic is a hard. I know that the amber topics, especially when it have to do with stuff like this, is a very hard topic for us to discuss because people get emotionally charged about it. Meaning, say, people get defensive when the thing them come up. So it is what it is. You understand? Anthony, thank you very much for the super chat for coming in. By the way, I do have a plan. I do have a plan to try to do something special for the members of the channel. Um, I am working on it. I'm just trying to set it up and line it up. Let me read a comment. Angela, good evening. Wait until Anthony find out that PR is new boo. What is he going to do to that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what is he going to do with a new boo. But that's a good question. That's a good question. Will he be upset with PR and Ron? Will Anthony be upset with Piarry and Roan? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I would say yes. I would say yes. Mo say yes because I feel like Anthony gets upset a lot for a lot of things. I believe so. Give her back her house key. We say, man, give her back. I hope he gives her back her house key, but not that right now. You know, I still don't understand why Amber told him I'm slow. Whiskey, I'm on your side as well. It was unnecessary, but again, you do have folks who said that it was in the spirit of honesty. I think there's nothing to be honest about because you've already dealt with it. But hey, everyone I've come to realize these are them things different. Well, I ask the question, do you think he'll be upset? He tends to get upset. Why people is asking this is because Anthony tends to get upset whenever it is he doesn't know things. Just like him get upset with the Wayne thing, we don't know him just get upset. Him have a way or him get up. He's a very emotional person. It gives Anthony something new to say he has moved on from Wayne. So I said the entire thing give Anthony something new to say move on from Wayne. No, he's just going to be upset that she has a new boo. What's gonna make him upset is when he find out her new boo is Iman's best friend. So maybe that is the question. That is the question. He's going to think she crossed him, especially when she finds out Shayla and Himan has been spending time at her house. So you ask why? Why am I upset? You ask why. Some of the times y'all again, una look out in our future for how the character view things, but that I just Onila said that. You understand? That's what Onila said. Y'all know how this work. David has said, which is in other words, the question is, will Anthony be upset to know that Ron and Iman are friends? Now, maybe the biggest thing with this, right now, I guess you could say yes, but then the question is, Anthony will be upset if his Piarry's man. One for yes, and two for no. I think the biggest thing with this is maybe until the DNA test is what gives us whatever, it gives us some level of inkling. Maybe when the DNA test come, and I think the DNA test is coming tomorrow. I believe that tomorrow is going to be the DNA test. So if the baby is his, that's different. If the baby is not his, that's something different. Can't wait for Anthony. Yes, yes, she will. When she was with Wayne, he talked negative about Wayne. When Dalen wanted P, Anthony had a fit. Deborah, me don't know how people are behave now, like them forget. That's something I know. It's like y'all just what I realize that people, me call the Anthony character as me see. I don't think he changes. I don't think he has changed. I think he's the same guy. But y'all think him get different. Only things that him change. Like I realize that people feel like him change. I realize that people think Anthony changed, right? Them think him changed. And maybe it's O'Neill alone don't think this. Anthony will be upset that she knows about Shayla and Iman and didn't tell him. That's a good point. That's a good point. Amber's in the dark about everything. Why doesn't she follow his moves for a week and sees what he does all day? Because she just not gonna do that. Amber is a lady, is that she's not going to do those things. She just not gonna do that. Well, him not change it. David him not change it. A good storyline would be Piarry telling Ant about Shayla about Angelina disrespecting him and encouraging Shayla to date. That would be a good storyline. Telling her that Shayla did that, but hey, that's it. Them said that. He is going to feel betrayed that Piarry didn't tell him about Shayla and Iman. So y'all think of the betrayal him gonna feel upset about. So you're asking why am I gonna be upset? I think people are giving you reasons, Angela Atkinson, why them think him gonna be upset. David said all the characters change at some point. At some point, but as of right now, Anthony change it. Unless you're telling me him change already, then fine. But as of right now, we don't see the change yet. Maybe y'all know something that I don't know. Has Anthony changed as yet? Maybe that's a question I have to ask. Y'all say him change. One for yes, and two for no. Y'all say the man change. So if you say him change, hey, go ahead and answer. Me just call me say. I don't see no change yet. But if you also want to say him change, hey, I can't say anything. Anthony's still a manipulator and a narcissist. That's what I think too. He's still gonna manipulate situations. That's what I believe. Amber stays in the dark. She does stay in the dark, Dana. She does stay in the dark. That's one thing Amber does well, is stay in the dark about things. That's what she does. Stays in the dark because, of course, she's trying to be the perfect wife. And you know that work. When you try to be the perfect of anything, you tend to overcompensate. He's upset because Wayne didn't tell him. He was upset. I remember that. He gets upset for simple things. He's very emotional. Piarry tell this morning. He's a very emotional man. He gets upset about the least of things. Anthony's going to have to repent on his knees like his wife told him when they first got back together. Until then, me don't know about the change yet, but okay. Anthony's evolving. He hasn't changed yet. This is what's going to make him change. Well, let's see. Let's see. And I say I'm going to change. I like this, most people don't change. Few people change based on life-changing events. Death, marriage, loss. And I think that Anthony doesn't have any of these. So personally, I don't think Anthony will change unless he has a dramatic event. Amber didn't give him a dramatic event. She smoothed it over. And he was given a lot of grace. So based on that, I don't see him changing because he gets grace continuously. He gets to do whatever he wants to Amber. and nothing happens. If I can do anything and there's no repercussion, why would I change? That's my question. Why would I change? Anthony's going to find out that P knew about Iman and didn't let him know. And that's going to make him upset because remember, she's supposed to be his best friend. And they tell each other everything. That's a plausible argument. Please don't, people don't change, period. We learn to make different choices from past bad choices. Fair enough. Let me read some comments. Anthony's getting worse. I think that's what you're saying, Veronica. Fair enough. I don't see the change yet, but people are saying change. Piarry plays into Anthony's face all the time. That's what Peggy has said. Playing at the face. Trisha says Anthony is still messy. Lynette says Anthony is going to walk in on Pierre and Rowan, and Rowan is going to ask Pierre, why does another man has keys to her house? That's a fear. That's very fear. Anthony has a lot of work to do on himself, so no, not yet. So Norma said not change it. Norma said this is sad. This is a sad woman. I'm embarrassed by her lack of self-love. It doesn't take much for this man to sweet talk her. She's pathetic at this point. No empathy for her stupidity. The Royal Alchemist. Don't think you're off, the Royal Alchemist. I don't think you're off. It doesn't take much. Him can do anything and get off with it. Him can do anything and get off with it. Anything. Anthony is reaching the end of his rope. Me hope so. Because boy, Amber gets to, him can do anything with Amber and it no matter. It no matter what he does to her. Watch, they're going to mess over us because Kai is probably going to be his. I really don't know how to watch after this. It got tough for true. Emma says Anthony has no accountability or remorse for his actions. None. He told Amber that he realized that God is in control. Maybe he will try to change. Let's see. All that to me was just to me, to me, Charmin, this was acting. Again, it's acting. I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? Pardon me if I don't believe in Anthony. Pardon me. I apologize, but me just don't believe in him. I need to see a body of work, a long enough body of work before me even believe anything at all that he's saying. A body of work. A body of work. When me say a body of work, then me believe what I say. Anthony nor Shayla never receive any karma. That is true. Amber is a lady. Is a lady, but God will stop him in his tracks. Coco put an X on him. Yeah, well, she did, but also part of the story is, I think part of the story is also Amber's willingness to consistently take abuse, you know what I mean, or to consistently take whatever Anthony puts down. And the question is, how much is too much? That's the question. That's the question. Maybe the question is this: how much is too much for Amber? That's the question I think needs to be answered. I don't know the answer to that. That's the answer I'm gonna know. How much is too much? It doesn't matter what happens. She's gonna go along with it. So what may bother say anything at all for? So, I know you're tired of watching them, Stephanie, because it just go all over the place and it not get finished. But them said the DNA test coming tomorrow. That's what I've been heard. The DNA test will come tomorrow. Yeah, well, you see, Angela Atkinson, you can think that Anthony needs therapy, but until Anthony realizes he needs therapy, nothing no matter. And I think sometimes I that will not get about the Anthony character. Until the Anthony character realize him need the various things, them it's a waste of time to think that him just go get up one day and switch everything wrong. Why should he switch if he's still being rewarded? Why would I change if I'm still being rewarded? That's all I'm gonna say. Why would I, you know? Why should I? Anthony act like a kid. He's been acting like a kid though, Aretha. He's been acting like a kid for all his time. But you know, it's just that's just the thing. If we don't see that DNA test tomorrow, your boycott Kountry Wayne. Your boycott it, Lord gosh. waiting for Anthony to change. You're better off watching a paint peel. Thank you very much. To me, I saw me feel about it same way. Love bug, I'm on the same page with you. I'm not waiting for Anthony to change. The question is, when will the Amber character leave? I think that is what I'm asking. What is the breaking point? I'm more interested in what is the breaking point for Amber than I am interested in the Anthony character changing. No, if he changes, good to go. But as at this point in time, I don't see no change happening right now. I don't think it's going to happen because the Anthony character has no reason to. Why should I change if everything's still happening the way it's happening? Why? So, what do you mean? Why? Even if he gets a therapist, wait a go matter. Come on, man. Wait a go matter. I believe that the baby is Arby's and the girl and is a girl changed the DNA. So you believe that is what's your name change the DNA? Amber don't know her worth, and that I think Jermaine is the biggest lesson in all of it because Wayne has said it in some other series and pinpoint that they could be going there for the storyline. But I think that my thing, Why O'Neill gets so charged about the story is the mere fact that Amber puts up with the slackness. I think when people see me react, them not understand say is the level of slackness where Amber put up with. That we not like. that we not like. That's what we don't like. I don't care about the DNA test anymore. And isn't changing. Amber has fallen back to where she was before, knowing she was cheated on. Navani one, thank you. At this point in time, does the DNA even matter? That's kind of what she say, which makes sense. Does the DNA test even matter at this point? That's a question you have to probably answer. It's a good question. Does the DNA test even matter? I'm going to ask you a question. Does the DNA test even matter? Okay, O'Neill, so if the DNA test says that it's his, there's no point following this show or series. Does it even matter? At this point, it doesn't even matter, because it get to a place now where, and I think, like I said before, O'Neill's passion is misunderstood. Because O'Neill gets upset because of how much the Amber character puts up with. Novani one, thank you very much for the super chat. Anthony, thank you very much for the super chat as well. Is the foolishness over the storyline. Don't even care anymore. Of course, Laurie. Why would we care? Because the Amber character is still there. It no matter. He could grind her head in the ground. She's still going to be there. Him could have beat her down to frazzle. Does the test matter anymore? Why you say it matter, David? Why? Why does the test matter? Why does the test matter? Let me ask you all that. Let me ask you that. Let me read some comments. Why does it even matter? Yes, I mean, Shayla doesn't care who the father is at this point. So I don't care either. She doesn't even care. So we are asking our question. Why the DNA test matter? Shayla has reached a point where she ain't business. Why? Give me a reason. We want to see a lot more of Iman. You want to see Iman? Angry Cookie is coming. And baby number 3 is coming soon. Amber will leave when she catch Anthony in bed with Piarry. Let's hope so. She's still here. Nope, the test doesn't matter. The marriage is over and Amber needs to wake up and know her self-worth. Ashley, I want to thank you very much because I think when people say me get me rage and me chaw iron on the Amber character, they don't understand my energy towards the character. It is the fact that she sits down like a clown in this marriage. And that make me have to say, in a sense. And by the way, don't feel only believe in a marriage, but some of the levels them where them go in it, come on, man, come on. Some of that, come on, please. If that is the case, then might as well a woman stay in a relationship where a man have beat her to frazzle. And it's not that I'm saying women, men should be doing this, but might as well stay in a relationship like that because that's what you're in. It's not going to change. It ain't gonna change. Yes, the DNA test matters because Shayla's mother falsified the test first. Yeah, but why would it matter at this point? Why it matter? Why it even matter? Amber is the dummy. I need Malcolm. I need her. It's a man like Malcolm needs a girl like Amber. Malcolm need a woman like Amber where him can where him can do any little thing and she get it. In fact, you know what? I need maybe me need like a Amber. Maybe O'Neal needs a woman like Amber where him can just tell in no, mood like it. Me no know. Because I feel like it to annoy me. Because I like to be corrected. And I don't like when things just go I no know. Do what you're told. If Amber leaves, then she won't have a storyline. That's why the writers keep her character playing stupid. I don't think so. I think hold on. That's a good take. But let me ask a question. Is there a storyline if Amber leaves? One for yes and two for no. I think there are storylines there. It's just a matter of where you said, David. Where forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against me. I'm just saying, hey, listen, I'm not beating anybody up for whatever it is. Angela Phillips, you gone to bed? Good night, Angela Phillips. Only tell the writers Amber doing what she's told. Amber, tell the writers Amber is doing what she is told. You want me to tell the writers them that? Y'all are really something else. I swear. Y'all are really something else. Oh boy. Yes. Let me read this comment. Yes, she really kissed Dalen guilt-free if she leaves. So she guilt-free. If she leave right now, she guilt-free because of the Dalen kiss thing. She guilt-free. But she was always guilt-free. There's no guilt on her head, to be honest with you. There's no guilt on her head. Listen to me. If I was in Anthony's shoes, where may I come from cheating from my wife, Dylan's kiss is the least of my worries. But again, me would have want a woman like Amber that will do anything at all like this for me. Because to be honest with you, I would be trying to make it up. Me would have think how many more things would I need to do for Amber right now. Would I need to take her up on some trips? Would I need to buy her some diamond necklace? Would I need to be carrying her out? That's what I would have think I would be doing. But me realize that the Amber character don't need all of that. She doesn't need the fandangles. All she needs is a couple sorries. As long as you say you're sorry, you're good with Amber. Well, until she tells somebody else, pretty much. But hey, DNA test tomorrow. DNA test tomorrow. There we go. Anthony is the father or not? Let me get to the final thoughts on that. Anthony is the father or not? I know, David, money to buy happiness, it definitely doesn't. But I'd be trying to do things with her and trying to do things for her. It's not like Anthony do anything over the top. Like I said before, if I could get exactly what's going on right here, so I'd gladly take it up. If we could have get whatever it is, would have gladly take it up. Renewing our vows meant a lot to her. Well, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what, guys? DNA test tomorrow. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon.